But first, still to come.
In Rome, Pope Benedict XVI urges the world's 5 billion Catholics to spend less time indoors.
And the end of the road for rain, as the idea of free water falling from the sky finally bites the dust. We have an affectionate look back at our relationship with the gardener's friend. But first, as the nation gears up to celebrate Halfway There Day, here's Melanie with the Standing News.
Katie, thank you. I'm Melanie Bellamy, and this is the Standing News. As the nation prepares to commemorate Halfway There Day, final preparations are underway for tomorrow's parade in central London, where surviving veterans will be joined by members of today's armed forces, the Queen and other members of the royal family, and senior politicians. Our significant occasions correspondent Nicholas Michaelmas is in Whitehall. Nick, what can you tell us about how much we know about the route the parade will take?
Melanie, the route will follow that taken by many memorable state occasions down through the Mall. The parade will start in Hyde Park at midday with a full 21-gun salute. It will then leave the park before making its way movingly down Constitution Hill, past Buckingham Palace, down the Mall, before turning right into Whitehall and ending up pretty much where I'm walking now.
And Nick, for many of those involved, this is presumably going to be a very moving occasion.
Melanie, very moving indeed. I was speaking to some of the veterans who've made their way to London especially for this occasion, and although they didn't say so themselves, you get a real sense of just how moving this is likely to be.
Of course, there is a serious issue here, and it's actually quite tragic, and we shouldn't mock.
So, if he's having a breakdown, why doesn't his agent put him in a clinic?
Exactly.
Exactly what, Josh?
Exactly. He's not having a breakdown. He's doing it for the publicity.
So it's a case of all publicity is good publicity?
No way. No one looks good with publicity this bad. He might as well have set fire to a rabbi. It's hideous. His career is all...
Sean Kiernan has become the 8th fastest English player to score 2 goals on an international debut after having already debuted for another country in the women's game, if that makes sense.
Heath Armstrong's attempt to become the fastest ever person to cycle round the world ended in bizarre fashion yesterday when he collided with Jansen Burl, who was bidding to become the fastest man to drive round the world the other way. Armstrong is...
I'm Anita Drachapthani, and this is 15 Seconds in 15 Seconds. The headlines this hour. Here, it's that time again. There, it's that man again. And sport, golf. That's it for now, and more later.
And Nick, what's your overall sense of how moving this whole occasion is likely to be?
Melanie, there's a very real sense here that this could indeed be seriously moving.
Are you dead from the neck up? He's more famous than he's ever been. Everyone is hooked. This is better than crack. Best thing ever!
Biggest story of the year?
No way.
Josh, we're going to have to leave it there.
And that's have a nice day, FYI.